Hi everyone. Just checking if my audio is clear. Baka nagulat kayo dahil may live ako ngayon. As you can see on my title, you would see that the title for this session is CNA Everyday Focus Session. So this is a test or a pilot episode which we're going to try to find out some ways to do it every day. Sabi nga nila, that's why we do it as CNA Everyday pilot testing of this episode. But I'm going to cover some of the tips that I usually do on my regular sessions. If you're a frequent watcher of the episodes that I'm doing on YouTube, I'm trying to address some of that, but in a unstructured format. So this is a free form type of conversation between me and you. If you want to join in, I'll gladly send you the link if you want to chat into our stream. If you want to say hello, to say hi, if you want to do some shout outs, feel free. Just comment on the comment section. Okay? While I'm testing some of the technical aspects of this podcast. This is not a podcast. This is a trial session. Okay? Feel free to message me. I'm just going to check for some social media stuff. How are you all doing? Enjoying the long vacation for this period? So some of the things that I'm going to demonstrate on this first episode is number one, some of the new things inside of Adobe InDesign. As you may all know, we're going to have a session for what's new in Adobe Creative Cloud 2023 on November 5. So I'm just going to flash it on the screen so you would see. I don't have any screen share right now, but okay. So as you would see, this is not an I didn't prepare for this. This is a impromptu session. Okay, so as you would see on my screen, I have this now. I'm just going to change my layout. Um, Feel free to join our upcoming session, which is happening in the following days. Where is that? Nasaan na ba yun? Okay, we have the following events. Checking here. Okay, so we're going to have a What's New in Adobe Creative Cloud 2023 on November 5. So I'm going to be joined by Coach Juan from Upskill Creatives. He's going to cover the design aspects of Photoshop, Illustrator for the 2023 edition or 2023 version. So right now, this will be the official slides. I'm just going to plug some of the events that we're going to run on the following days and also our previous events, as you would see here. Maybe I should open this on full screen. Okay, so you would see this is in full screen mode. Hopefully, hopefully it won't crash on me. Oh, it doesn't work. That's the beauty of testing this. Okay. So probably it won't work on Acrobat. Maybe I'll try to use another one. Okay. Okay. Oh, it works. So we have the following from our previous events. Feel free to join us on an existing event that if you want to take advantage of the e-certificates. We have the getting started with ClassPoint and creating game-based learning assessment still available on our YouTube channel. You would see this was broadcasted last October 16 and October 23. So it's pretty recent, and you can, s- you can still get the e-certificates for these sessions. And prior to that, we have this session from Get Started with Adobe Animate for Educators with our guest speaker, Sir Ronel Pabico. And this one, the other one, which is e-learning with Adobe Captivate for Educators, has been rescheduled because, as you all know, on that date, we had experienced like, a storm from Paeng at that time. So this one's scheduled for November, if I'm not mistaken, November 6th. Okay. So after the What's New in Creative Cloud 2023, we're going to have the rescheduled time for this session. So kindly check that out. And if you want, this is the upcoming events. We do have two events on the second week of November, which is social media for education. This is hosted by our invited guest, Miss MJ Soriano, and Design Faster with Adobe Express for Educators by our CNA trainer, Jemery Bocalbos. Please register on our links. So if you would see, you could also subscribe to our channel so you could support us on doing more sessions like this. So I'm trying I'm trying to do an everyday session on which I could update you with all of the things that going to happen to Creative Nation Academy, design, uh, all of the works. So feel free to comment if anyone's watching in this session. Okay. Another thing is that I think I've just covered all of the essentials for this promotion. And the next thing, I didn't know Acrobat is lagging on full screen, full screen mode. So that's why I'm using preview as always. Okay. I'm just going to close this. And what's next on my list? After the Oh, okay. So the next one on our agenda for this first episode of our test episode is that, have you heard of I posted something I posted something on my wall like 5 days or 7 days ago. I forgot how many days ago, but if I'm just going to pull it out on my profile, this is regarding the new updates on Adobe Express that I recently saw, and I'm going to tell you a very interesting story about that. So it's quite interesting. Um, if my browser would cooperate with me. So the thing is, they announced. I saw a there is what we call the Project Shasta. Okay, take note of that. There is a Project Shasta, on which a few days ago they've changed it into Adobe Express Podcast. So upon seeing this, and it's also in public, so that's why I just posted this. This one is public access, and then suddenly, like I checked this like yesterday, I was amused or kind of curious that they've changed it again. So the name now is Adobe Podcast, which is the third third iteration or third change in the name. I guess my Facebook doesn't really cooperate with me. Okay, I'm just checking for that post. Oh, it's really unresponsive. So I think I better take down the audio. I guess. I think that is the culprit for this. Feel free to comment on our chat box if you are listening right now. So let's see. So that's one thing. Another thing is, have you ever tried of the new multi-page feature inside of Adobe Express? So that is also one thing that's really good inside of Adobe Express, and a lot of things. As you would see if you watch the Adobe Max event last October, like 16 or 18, um, they have given us a sneak peek of the things that's coming to Adobe Express. And I also posted that on my wall, on which next time I'm going to pull out and going to show it to you. Um, so one thing is that they've given us a sneak peek of lots of things. One is uh, ability to edit your Express document into PowerPoint, which is such a phenomenal thing that's going to empower a lot of us who's using not only Express but also Photoshop. So when you have someone who's using Express and you want to further edit it into a much more powerful application such as Photoshop, this will give you a lot of flexibility in your workflow, and will also give you a way for you to learn Adobe Express much more faster. So that's one thing. Another thing is they tried to they give us a sneak peek of how does the multiplayer, they call it multiplayer collaboration inside of Adobe Express, which is really game changing. Why did I say it's really game changing? Because this will enable you to design with the whole team inside of Adobe Express and make edits, like using a real collaborative workflow inside of Adobe Express. So that's one of the things that they've given us a sneak peek. Another one is generative AI, which is, as the name suggests, gives you the power to create imagery using artificial intelligence powered by Adobe Sensei for you to create your designs inside of Adobe Express using text prompts. Okay, text prompts. Okay, I'm just going to check for why don't I have bandwidth for showing you all the posts. I think I should upgrade to a higher one. Or am I not connected to 5G? Okay, I think I'm not connected to 5G. That's why. Next time, I'm going to connect to the 5G, which is just within my reach. Growing pains. Okay, let's check again. Let's try to check my account for the postage. Okay, so the next one, before we wait for that, prior for that, the next one is they're going to have plans for integrating Wix with Adobe Express. So if you're a Wix user, if you're creating websites with Wix, that will be a great way for you to create more designs using Adobe Express. with integration with Wix. Another one would be, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm not forgetting, is can anyone chime in? Wix. Okay. Another one is the generative fonts that you can create more fonts. You can create fonts inside of Adobe Express on that on a specific like textures, but I don't have the full idea on how they just showed it on the Adobe Max sneak, which is very very exciting times for all of us using Adobe Express. So right now, and more to come. Actually, there's a lot of more things to come inside of Adobe Express. And the next thing is that there is another update on our side, which is on the Creative Nation Academy side. If you go to the browser and type in creativenation.ph, you would see that right now we have revamped the website, as you would see here. We're going to offer a lot of more courses inside of the website. Uh, like 12 of them coming soon inside of this. Some of them are the recorded sessions inside of our video series in Creative Nation Academy way, way back before, but still very relevant to all of us who wants to learn how to start freelancing careers, how to design, how to be Apple certified, how to be Adobe Creative Educator certified. So there's a lot of things, there's a lot of content inside of those 12 courses that you can take advantage of. Okay? So that's we're going to announce this very soon inside of any of our socials. So better I would suggest that you like and subscribe to our social media channels. You could see here, all of them, not all of them, but most of them are here. If you want to contact us, here's our new revamped website that you would see here. It's creativenation.ph. You can definitely check it out. Uh, we put some highlight features here. Some of the accomplishments we did with our campaigns for Adobe for Education and other partners that we work with through 2022. Okay, so the next one would be, I'm just going to check my list because this is an impromptu session. Next one would be, okay, so I'm going to give you a taste of a sneak peek of something that we're going to do inside of this upcoming session, which is what's new in Creative Cloud 2020. So I'm going to do a demonstration for uh, Adobe InDesign. So right now I just launched InDesign, and as you would see, InDesign now is branded with the 2023 version. If I go to File and then go to New, or I could just click on the letter size here for me to create a new file, it's much more faster. I'm going to cover like two things inside of this new addition to InDesign. So one would be, this is kind of not so new, but they're always considering this as new. But there is what we call the content aware text wrap. Okay, so that what is content aware text wrap? It enables you to detect the images and make your work faster, because when you want to do some creative like text wrapping on images, you have to do a lot of things that involves you to do touch and menus, select the text. So right now, it's much more faster when you do it inside of InDesign. So that's number one. It's a content aware text wrap. And the next one would be also a time saver, because if you want to work faster, there is what we call the styles pack. Okay, So I just don't know what's happening to my system right now. And even InDesign is lagging. So I have no idea what's happening right now. Probably I should get a much more better hardware next time. Okay? Because I think my is it my internet connection or is it my processor? I think my processor is good. Okay. Just checking. Okay. I'll try and see. Okay. Still have no response in InDesign. That's a shame. Oh, it froze on me. It froze on me in our live session, which is okay. Okay, let's try to do it again. Let's launch InDesign and let's see how this works. Before that, I'm just going to check on my agenda for this session. Okay, okay. So the next one before we dive into this is that again, it's let's go back to Adobe Max, which is sneak peeks. Let's say, okay, so what's new in the sneak peeks? There is a lot of Adobe Sensei related new things that's working up inside of the Creative Cloud application. So one thing that I really like is the one they call uh, All of Me. Meron ba sa inyo nakikita nun? Has anyone seen that feature? All of Me. I'm going to give you a in-depth explanation of that on the November 5 briefing. So I'm just going to okay, let's try this. I'm back here in InDesign, so let's create a new file here. Hopefully it won't crash again on me. Yeah, like InDesign is crashing on me. Maybe I should quit some of my process here, even my keynote. So InDesign is really not that responsive right now. Okay, just my luck. Just my luck. Um, I can't even open anything inside. I can't even yeah. So you would see there's a lot of CPU utilizations in this. Okay. I think my browser is eating a lot of the resources right now. Let's check. Let's go and check this. Let's go here and quit some of the things that might be the reason why. Okay. I only have one browser, one tab open on my browser right now, and I'm still wondering why it doesn't work. Okay. Okay. Now it works. So I just created an InDesign file, and to do this activity, it's about the content aware uh, text wrapping. So right now, if I go and put an image here, for example, I'm just going to put any photo here. If I press on Command D or Control D if you're on the Windows side of things, let's click on Command D, Control D, and hopefully this would open up so we could see the import dialog box. Let's go to our desktop and then let's try to find a very familiar face. Like, for example, my picture here. I'm just going to try to do the text wrap. So as you would see here, I'm just going to place my photo here, and let's add some text inside of this document. So I'm just going to move it here. No, I'm using the content grabber. So I'm just going to click outside and click and place it here, place it on the edge. And what I can do inside of this is I can just create a text column here. Drag and drop, click and drag. Let's right click on a on the text frame itself. Let's right click on that and let's put a fill with placeholder text. So if I do that, it will fill the whole text frame with the sample text. So I can also do a Command B, Control B, on which I could also, let's say, make this into two columns. And let's make this a balanced column with a, it's good. Okay, let's click on OK. And as you would see, you have something like this. So what I'm going to do, you can also try along if you want to. I'm just going to select this text right now here. Or I could just like select both of them. Select both of them. Let's go to the text wrap options. Wrap around object on the text wrap panel. So if you can see the text wrap panel, it's inside of the window panel, and then you go to text wrap. Or there is a keyboard shortcut which is Option Command W. So if you go there, you would see that you need to enable the third option would be wrap around object shape. Okay, so if I click on that, let's try and see if I click on the text itself. Let's click on the text itself. Here, both left and right. And I'm wondering why it doesn't happen. Okay, let's click here. Why I don't have any. Let's try this. I think it's lagging on me. That's why. Let's do this on the right side. And let's try this. Let's do both sides. I'm wondering why it doesn't have these contour options. Let's click again. Let's try this another time. Am I doing this wrong? Let's try. Let's check. Wrap around and then I need to invert this. No. Largest area. Nope. Okay. I think I forgot how this is done. I can enable content aware. Let's do try to fit this. Change content, select both of them, grab two. I have transparency here. You would see. Oops. Hmm, where is the content aware? Let's try to do this. Content aware. It, oh, that's not one. Okay, let's try this. I'm just going to open a recent file that I have so you could see this. Okay, so this is what I'm trying to talk about. This one. You see, I have enabled this, but the thing is, it doesn't work on the other. Let's ignore this first. Let's try and check this. And we have this one, this one. Okay, so let's try this. If I disable this first, so this is what happens. If I go back here and click on the text wraparound object shape, you would see that this one automatically detects the edges of the photo and on which you can easily like select what type of contour options you have. For example, bounding box, as you would see here, that's the normal behavior. And if you want, you could use the new option, which is select subject. This will enable you to wrap around this by not going to Photoshop, edit it with transparency, then go back again to InDesign, and then do the text wrap with that option. So this will really save you a lot of time because it enables you to do actions much more faster because of this select subject. So when we got this select subject option, you would see that you can also offset the spacing or how much you want the contour for that select subject to follow along. So, if, for example, if I want to move this like here, I'm using the no, I'm using the content grabber. I'm just going to use the normal arrow to let's click on this and then let's put this downwards. As you would see, this will automatically reflow your content and will enable you to do a lot of flexible variations of designs. For example, if I want to just put this on the center, I can just easily do that. And maybe I could just make this on both left and right sides. So if you click on that, you would see that this will also reflow from both directions from left to right. Okay. If I just double click here and then probably I'm just going to move some of this like this one, you would see that this is really something faster than ever. Okay. So right now, that's all for the content aware fit using select subject inside of InDesign. The next one is let's try to do the style packs. Okay, so how can we do the style packs? I'm just going to go back to my document, my previous one. Let's go back here. And I think I'm just going to try again if this would already work on me. Let's try. Hopefully, this will work. Let's try double click. Select the photo. Okay. thing is, that's the error I did. You need to double click on the photo itself, and then if you go here and then click on select subject, that will be the kicker. That will be the way for you to access this. You just need to double click on the photo itself. So again, it will analyze the elements inside of this page, and then it will automatically reflow to make this type of scenario. Let's click on add more offset on this to see that gives you that option. The next one is how can we invoke what we call style packs? So to do this, I'm just going to create a header text here, like a headline here. Say, welcome to style packs in Adobe InDesign. Let's just type this inside, and then let's make this bigger. Let's make this like, I don't know, let's make 48. Okay. So one of the great things inside of InDesign is that you can just double click on the bounding box to make this fit. Okay. So let's double click on the side here to make this fit. Again, you have this beautiful header on top. Let's um let's have some spacing here and move this text with this. Okay. Let's just do some initial layout on this. So that's it. Um, for you to enable what we call the styles pack, you need to go to window, and then you can go and go to styles, and then there's a new option for the what we call style packs. Okay, so if you click on the style packs, this will enable you to download paragraph styles, character styles, which is part of the technology preview inside of Adobe InDesign. This one currently works as a beta or a beta. Let's click on this. If I click on technology preview, this will give you much more information of how this works. This one's going to load on the other window. So before that, you would see that you can enable yourself to download the following style packs here. So for example, if I just click on this, if I check on my paragraph styles, you would see, let's just cancel this for a moment. Let's click on this, and you would see that I only have one style pack applied or downloaded on this, which is the one that I clicked recently, which is this one, Style Avenue. If I want to add more to make my work faster, I can just browse something here. For example, this one, I can go and download the classic style, or this one. This looks much more better, which is the Odyssey. Let's click on that. And if I download that, you would see that inside of my paragraph styles panel, you would see the download. Oh, what happened? It crashed on me. Okay, let's try to do this to do that again. Okay, let's go back here. It opened the browser on how to work with Style Pack. That's why it's still on beta. Okay, so this one is a user guide from Adobe and themselves. It's this about working with the style packs. As you would see, this is a technology preview powered by Adobe Sensei. It makes you create simplified text formatting for you on a large document because it downloads the paragraph styles, character styles, and then you apply this. All of this rippled effects or styles, as I say, would be implemented on your layout. So again, what is a style pack? A style file is a style style pack is a group of paragraph styles. Auto style reads your text and applies different styles to different sections based on the style pack selection. So as you would see here, we have the following, and you can also edit this to your heart's content. Just like normal paragraph styles, you can easily create something like this. Okay. I think my InDesign is now rebooting and hopefully okay. So it works. Let's go back here. I'll go again to window. I'll go to window. Oh, let's not just ignore this first. I'll send the report data later. Let's click on window and then let's click on window. Let's check what's happening here. Okay. Another thing that's popping up is this share your work for preview for review, which is another thing that's new in um, Photoshop, Illustrator, and InDesign. So as you would see here, you can create much more faster review process, which I think we will cover in the actual event itself on November 5. Let's go back to window. Let's go back to styles and let's go back to style packs so I can just demonstrate to you how does the style packs work. Let's click on review. Go back here. Okay. So let's go back here. Let's just check if I have the style packs available for me, which is if I click on this, click on any text here. So we could enable ourselves to do and check if we have downloaded the following. Okay. So right now I don't have any style packs available with me. So right now I'm just going to download the classic one, which is this is a great font. It's a great style. Let's click on that. And after we download this, this will be available here in our textile property. Okay. The one problem that I'm right now facing is that I don't have the actual font for this, so which is this Caryl- Caryliantine. So let's click on that and let's try to substitute a font for this. I think this is not a is it an Adobe font? I have no idea what type of font is this because I cannot scroll right. Let's try to do a missing fonts selection. Let's go to type. Let's try to find a replace. No, no, not that one. Missing fonts. Where's the missing fonts? Mm-hmm. No, no, no. Not no time for grep. Let's try another one, which is what's the next one I did? Let's click on here. If this would be much more responsive, I really appreciate it. Let's click on this one. Let's click on this. Let's click on this and let's try to do this. Apologies for that. Someone's doing a blender on my background. Okay. Oh, doesn't work. It doesn't work, or I think my computer is really not that good. It's like crap. I think my computer is like just like crap right now. Yeah, my computer is really, really like crap right now. Okay, let's try this. If I could just do this like properly. Okay, I'm just going to end this. It doesn't work for now. So I think let's try to do this on the actual setup for November 5. On this, no way, no way. No, I cannot even drag anything using this. So I think my CPU utilization isn't really that high that I cannot even stream and do Adobe InDesign or any Adobe app whatsoever with this system. Like scrap. Okay, let's click on this. Why am I having this sidekick utilization like 200%? Is it just because of my streaming? Okay. So again, I'm looking forward to see you all on the November 5 event on which we're going to demonstrate hopefully some of the new things inside of Adobe Creative Cloud 2023. Some of them would be some of the new things inside of Adobe Express, some of the new things inside of Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, um, and uh, some of the video applications like Premiere, After Effects. Hopefully, after all of this things that we've been experiencing, like technical difficulties. So again, thank you for listening for this CNA Everyday Focus Session episode 1, a premiere like episode for all CNA things. And I'll see you tomorrow for some of the new things that we're trying to do on our focus session. So see you tomorrow. Thank you for thank you for all who's listening on this session.